Yo. Yo. You have no idea who I am, do you? Yo. My name is Del. And you're watching the Del Morgado Show Unleashed right here on youtube.com/DFH Studios. For those of you who don't know who I am, that's okay. I haven't been online in quite a long time. So if you're a new viewer, thank you for watching. If I have any viewers, I haven't checked. It's all good. This show used to air Saturdays at 9 p.m. for quite a long time. And I also used to do a show on Tuesday nights at 9 called DrinkinNYakkin. So I haven't done a show since... no idea. I think it was back in August when I did my last show. If I'm not mistaken. I could probably look over here, but yeah, I won't say. August was probably my last show. Why am I here? You're probably asking yourself, why did I disappear? That's number one. And why am I here? Number two. So cheers. I got some water with me. I got off work a little while ago. I was going to grab a beer, but I'm not in the mood for one. Merry Christmas Eve, by the way. Anywho, there's a reason why I'm here. One reason only. The only reason to bring me back doing a live stream was for an incredible show. I like to call it a film. I know a lot of people nowadays aren't used to really calling it films because they're so used to the whole show concept. But this felt more like a film. I call it Mandalorian II. Notice how I timed that sumbitch. I'm here to talk about Mandalorian II. And I am actually going to be giving a shitload of spoilers. So for those of you who don't like spoilers, this is not the show for you right now. So please, for the love of God, if you haven't seen Mandalorian, you don't want to continue watching because I'm going to give a ton of spoilers. And I don't think you would appreciate it if you are interested. And wow, this is so bright. Oh my God, Jesus, hold on, let me... Alright, there we go. Woo! I can see! Alright, so yes, Mandalorian. What can I say about Mandalorian without spoiling, just to make sure that whoever's here is here to watch a spoiler-filled show. Mandalorian was directed by... Or not, it was directed by a whole bunch of directors, but the story came from Jon Favreau. For those of you who don't know who Jon Favreau is, he is a man who's made many films. Ones that come to mind are Swingers. He's been in Swingers. I don't know if he directed that one. I don't think he directed that. But he's been in Swingers. He's also directed The Lion King, Elf, which I'm not really a big fan of that film. And most recently, of course, The Mandalorian. For those of you who are Star Wars fans, I'm a big-time Star Wars fan. As a matter of fact, I only believe in 3 Star Wars films. Almost every single show that I've done, live-wise, especially when I started doing DrinkinNYakkin, for example, or the Del Morgado Show Unleashed, I would always talk about Star Wars. I'm a big, giant fan of Star Wars, but I'm also not a fan of Star Wars. I'm 46, just turned 46. So I'm a fan of the original trilogy, and I'm talking the untouched original trilogy. The one that wasn't digitally done, okay? I'm a big, gigantic fan of that, and ever since the original trilogy, I'm talking Return of the Jedi, I haven't been happy with Star Wars-related topics or films since. I'm not crazy about episode 1, 2, and 3. Don't like Rogue One. I definitely don't like Solo. I've seen them all, unfortunately. And I definitely don't like the sequels, if you will. 7, 8, 9, as everyone knows them as. Don't like them. Nope. Don't like them. Never got into the Clone Wars. I never got into any of that stuff because, again, I'm not a fan. I only like the original films, and I've actually been chastised a little bit for liking the original films because people say that I'm not willing to give the new content a chance, which is total bullshit because I would give it a chance if they did it right. But in my mind, they never did it right. They screwed it up so badly. And I've seen a lot of stuff lately, especially that has confirmed the bullshit. Okay? And I'm talking like stories that they had in mind for 7, 8, 9. And it got rejected by Kathleen Kennedy. The devil, as I like to call her, at Lucasfilm. Once Disney took over, they put her in charge because obviously they bought out George Lucas. And because they put Kathleen Kennedy in charge, she literally fucked Star Wars. Until. Yeah. I must say, Mandalorian exceeded all my expectations. It was the best thing that I've seen since Return of the Jedi. Okay? This is actually one of the few things that I'm actually willing to let slide. Okay? Meaning, new creations that I'm willing to allow into the trilogy, if you will. In other words, you're allowed. You're allowed to stay in the sandbox, Mr. Jon Favreau and Dave Fillion, or Fallion? Whatever the case, him. So, because of these two fine gentlemen, we now have a show that we can be proud of. And, again, I'm not going to say anything. This is going to be filled with spoilers. I see there's one person watching. I hope to God that you've seen this already. Feel free to say hello. I am always willing to take comments. And if I miss the comments, I'll get back to them eventually. But I am pretty good at reading comments. So please leave a comment. Let me know if you've seen Mandalorian before I start spoiling the hell out of it. But Mandalorian, just to start, when it first came into existence, I was very skeptical. I said to myself, you know what? Here's another concept they're probably going to fuck up. So I was afraid. And I had no idea what to expect. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that because there's no need for that there right now. But it's just to let you know what I'll be talking about on today's show. I don't plan on doing shows over and over again, but what I am doing is this. I guess you can call this a one-off, if you will. Just because of the fact that I've been dying to talk about this for a while. But basically, when they started the series, I watched it, and it's a slow burn. A very, very slow burn. You watch the series, and, for people who are expecting a crazy, special effect-driven show, it is... But it's a very slow burn story, meaning that it takes its time. Which reminds me of the original Star Wars movie. As far as I'm concerned, there's only 3, like I said earlier. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. That's it. I don't consider them episodes. I don't call it any of that bullshit. If anything, I get really upset about this stuff because, and I'm trying... I don't want to get upset. I mean, the last show I did, I got really pissed off because I reviewed Clone Wars, and it didn't go the way I wanted to because I did not want to talk about Clone Wars, and I ended up babbling about it for fucking ever. But when I started watching Mandalorian, I was watching the first show, and I was intrigued. I'm thinking okay, it's a nice, slow-paced movie, well-told story. As soon as I saw, everybody calls it a baby Yoda. I like to call it a Gerfiner. I just made up that fucking name. How close was that, eh? For those of you who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I kept calling it a Gerfiner. We never had a species name for Yoda, but this takes place after Return of the Jedi. So, in my mind, I was like, okay, well, Yoda's dead, obviously. And I knew that, obviously, because I'm a big fan of the original films. So, when I first see this, we never had a species name, so I called it a Gerfiner. And then, obviously, throughout the series, we find out his name. There you go, spoilers. So, again, I might as well pop this up again. Actually, I will pop it up because now I'm actually going to start talking about it. So there you go, Mandalorian. Spoiler alert, big time spoiler alert. I'm going to be talking about the whole goddamn show. So when the first episode, I was sort of skeptical. Again, I had no idea what to expect. And when I first saw it, I again was enjoying it. I really liked how they were developing the character. In other words, Mando, which we found out at the end of the series, his name is Din Djarin. There you go, spoilers. So if you haven't seen the if you haven't seen the show, please stop watching right now because I'm going to talk about it a lot. And if you are watching, say hello because then we can talk about it because I would love to talk about Mandalorian with whoever's watching right now. So yeah. So anywho, I watched this first show. As soon as the Gerfiner showed up, first thing I thought of course, was Baby Yoda. That's the first fucking thing that popped in my head. And I'm sitting there going, I was hooked. I was hooked. From show one, I was hooked. And I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta wait every single week to see this shit. I don't really want to call it a series. To me, it feels like a film. The way that it's presented and the way that it's done and the quality, it looks like a movie. It doesn't look like a show. But of course, our shows have developed throughout the years that the quality has gotten way better. I'm talking about, I'm not a big fan of, but Game of Thrones. That looks like a movie. It doesn't look like a television show. I mean, when I think of television shows, I think of like the A-Team or, shows of that nature, like Knight Rider, because, I grew up in the 80s. So I think of those type of shows. Sitcoms. I think of like Three's Company, so shows. I think those are shows. The way that they're filmed, the way that they're presented, even like, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all that kind of stuff. Like, I look at those as shows. But these now, they look like real movies. They look like movies. Like, Game of Thrones looks like a fucking movie. So you look at Mandalorian, and with the special effects that they put in there, it feels like a movie. I haven't seen movies that look that good. So, anyways, I had to explain that. So, as soon as episode 1 rolls out, I was already hooked. And it pissed me off because, unlike other series, and I'm talking about Cobra Kai, they released everything in one shot. So Cobra Kai released every single episode in one shot. So what I did was I put it all together into one big movie. Same thing I did with Mandalorian. Cheers. I'm actually rendering it right now. It's taken a lot longer than I expected, but I'm actually making the Mandalorian. I put them all together. It's like close to 5 hours long. I did the first one a while back, but I was using another program to get that done, and the program didn't really work as well as I'd thought. Now I'm using Adobe Premiere. Holy fuck. Night and day. So I'm actually using that in order to render the Mandalorian II. So because I did Mandalorian 2, I looked at Mandalorian 1 and I'm like, I could work on this one too. So I redid that one again. What I did was I put all the shows together and I put the end credit sequences, because every single show has like still frames, art pieces if you will, from the show, and they put them all together in a little compilation. So I put all of them together in a big end credit sequence, threw in some music. It looks fantastic. You can sit down. You don't have to worry, I got to grab the episode. I got to put up with, we saw the last week's shit. No, you're not going to put up with that. You just play and relax. So, I'm currently adjusting the Mandalorian because the file size was gigantic. Like, it was 18 gig. Alright, this thing's a big bastard. So I'm now using a program to shrink it down. So this way it's a nice, comfortable size, so it'll play it'll play properly. English is my second language, by the way. So it'll play properly on the player, whatever you want to call it. So, anyways, going back to the series. So I see the first series, and there were a couple of little tiny reveals. Obviously, Mandalorian's thing is he doesn't take off his helmet. So we had a little bit of a reveal, so we finally see his face. I knew exactly who the actor was because I've seen movies like Kingsman #2. He's in that movie. I don't know what else he was in, but I know that he was in Kingsman, so I knew exactly who he was. So I'm like, oh yeah, I know this dude. So forget his name right now, but in the series his name is Din Djarin. So once we found out his name, that was the big reveal in season 1. So let's move on to season 2. Because, I've been dying to talk about this. For those who don't know, they're obviously not on social media. Because I was avoiding social media like the plague when it came to this stuff. There's this thing on Facebook, actually on a Firefox, you can download where you can actually block out certain words on Facebook. So I decided to take it upon myself to block out Mandalorian. That was like vital because I didn't want anybody spoiling it. I've actually been taking a break and I've been focusing on TikTok, so I also did the same thing with TikTok. But mind you, TikTok, we have no choice. But what I would always do is there's a section where you can say not interested. So I would always click on not interested whenever any type of Mandalorian related thing came up. But I'm also the type of person that come Friday morning, I was like right there. I'm like fucking ready to go. I'm like, let me see this fucking thing so, this way nobody can spoil it. That being said, again, spoiler alert. For those who don't know, there's a big reveal at the end of season 2. Well, there's 2 big reveals. The main big reveal was the name of, as everyone called him, Baby Yoda. I called it a Gryffindor. His name was given, and that was Grogu. Okay? As soon as I heard the name, that's it. That's it. I stopped calling him Baby Yoda or Gryffindor. Well, I still call it species, so I still say Gryffindor. But I stopped calling it around my girl and whoever I spoke to about the series. Because I was like, okay, he's got a fucking name now. So I'm going to call him Grogu. That's it. That's done. So please, for the love of God, people, stop calling him Baby Yoda. It pisses me off when people do that. I guess people just don't want to accept it. I don't mind if people say the child. I don't mind if people say the baby or the kid, because Mando called him that. Jarin called him that a bunch of times. So I don't mind if they call him those words. But when it comes to calling it Baby Yoda, it's not fucking Yoda. Okay? Stop calling him that. It's not Yoda. Yoda's dead. It's fucking after Return of the Jedi, you motherfuckers. Some people said it was a reincarnation of Yoda, which I thought was kind of funny. I thought it was actually quite hilarious, because I was like, wait a second, maybe it could be. You never know, right? Especially in the Star Wars universe, and what they've established throughout the years. So, now I'm going to talk about the big spoiler. Again, if you haven't seen Mandalorian, get the fuck out of here. Please, I don't want to be responsible for spoiling the show. Big reveal, and I cannot believe that they kept this thing a secret for a year. The big reveal was Luke Skywalker. Oh! The Messiah has returned. Justice! But yes, Luke Skywalker made an appearance in the final 10 minutes of the series, and everybody lost their shit, including myself. Sorry. I needed that. Only of what I'm about to talk to. I literally lost my shit when I saw the X-Wing. Okay, there's a scene where they're all hanging out there, and all of a sudden the X-Wing pops into the screen. As soon as I saw that motherfucker, I knew right away. I'm like, what the fuck? It's fucking Luke. I had theories. I thought. And plus, they'd announced a couple of things already where they were talking about Sebastian. I think Sebastian Stan. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but that's his name from the Winter Soldier. So there were a lot of rumors that Sebastian Stan, I think, again, I'll say Sebastian. I know that's his first name for sure. Sebastian apparently was supposed to be playing a young Luke Skywalker. And yeah, he looks a lot like Mark Hamill. He looks a lot like him. I'll give them that. When I read that, I was sort of like, all right. But that was in regards to another series altogether. So I kept thinking to myself, once they showed Akosa or Shoka, I forget her name. Correct me, I don't know her name. Ahsoka? I think it's Ahsoka. When I saw her, I'm not a big fan of her because obviously she's part of the Clone Wars thing. But then I was like, wait a second, how the fuck is she still alive? Like, Clone Wars, you've got Star Wars, up to Return of the Jedi. How the fuck is she still around? Apparently she's still around. I dismissed it because I'm figuring, okay, she probably survived, whatever. I get it. From the the temple, the Jedi temple, when, fucking whatever, episode 3. So anyway, so I'm thinking to myself, I go, okay, they introduced her into it. I was happy it was Rosario Dawson, because I love her. Rosario, whatever. You know who I'm talking about, Rosario Dawson. When she showed up, I was just like, oh, thank God. At least I got a great actress. I love her to death. My favorite movie with her is Clerks 2. Absolutely fucking love her to death. She's a fantastic actress. And when I saw her pop up on the screen, I was like, wow. Like, I can't believe they're bringing a Jedi into this series, right? Because I had no idea where they were going with this thing. I was like, okay, what are they going to do? I had a feeling, though, after I saw her, and then, of course, she's mentioning another Jedi. I'm thinking to myself, no. I'm like, there's no way they're going to bring Luke Skywalker into this. But I was hoping, new hope, if you will. I was hoping that they would bring in, Luke. And I think everybody else was, too. So when the X-Wing shows up, again, I'm talking about the last 10 minutes. I'm sitting here watching this thing at probably about 4:30 in the morning because I had just gotten off work. I got off early. I came home. First thing I did, Mandalorian. Last season, number 8, and I'm sitting there, or whatever, number 14, whatever they called it. So I'm sitting there. I watch this shit, and I see the X-Wing pull in. I'm like, oh, fuck off. And then one of the characters, Cara Dune, I think is her name. Gina Carrazzo. I'm so bad with names today. Give me a break. It's Christmas Eve. It's early. But yeah, so I see her. She makes a little comment. Oh, great. One X-Wing. Whoopity-doo. But I'm like, whoa. Somebody could be in that X-Wing that we all know about. And it looked like R2 on that motherfucker. I'm like, oh, shit, that could be. So I'm losing my mind. And I'm sitting here. You gotta remember, it's 4 in the morning. Everybody, I got people that live upstairs. 4:30. It's around 4:30, actually, a little bit closer to that. I start losing my shit. I literally start losing my shit. I go, just, whoa. I go, what the fuck? And then I see the fucking lightsaber and on the screen, on the camera. I'm sitting there, no fucking way. I'm like, fuck off. I'm like, come on, baby, yes. Like, I'm literally losing my shit. And then, as soon as that green lightsaber comes into the screen, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold on, bear with me here. Like, they do one of these things. This is the best way to show you. Hold on, let me make sure that this motherfucker comes in. Like, they kind of like, come into the screen like, boom, like that. And all of a sudden you see the fucking lightsaber. I'm like, fuck off. That's fucking Luke. I lost my shit. But I didn't know because, again, you never know with these guys. And I was like, no fucking way. Because I thought they were going to keep going. I thought they were going to keep going with, like, season 3 and just drag the fuck out of it. Because I'm telling you, this series dragged. Like, there were some episodes, if you will, that just fucking dragged. I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me? Like, let's finish the goddamn story already. Like, some episodes were completely useless. I was losing my mind. I'm like, seriously, like, let's get on with it. Let's finish this motherfucker. Let's get her overdone. Anywho, so I see the lightsaber. I started screaming. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm just like fucking losing my fucking mind. Sorry if I'm, distorting. But I was losing my mind. And then all of a sudden, the fucking big moment, which reminded me exactly of Rogue One. And the only good thing about Rogue One, you have to wait an hour and 58 minutes and some change to get that final 2 minutes of Rogue One. Yeah, I'm spoiling like a motherfucker here. Where Darth Vader shows up and does some damage and fucks everybody up. That is the highlight, the only good scene to come out of Rogue One. The rest of the movie, complete trash. Hate that fucking movie. Actually, I think I'm glad that I'm not getting comments, because sometimes the comics detour me, so I'm able to focus here and talk. But, motherfucker, when I saw that fucking lightsaber scene, I'm sitting there losing my mind. I'm like, oh my god! And then, like, he does some shit with his hand and crushes one of the fucking... And then we see how hard it was for Mando or Din Djarin to take care of one of those robots. So I'm thinking, oh fuck, he's just fucking ripping them the fuck apart. No trouble whatsoever. He is completely fucking him up. Oh, I just saw a new viewer. I'm talking about Mandalorian. If you haven't seen The Mandalorian, for the love of God, please don't continue watching. I'm not really a guy for spoilers, but I'm spoiler alert like crazy. So if you are watching and if you've seen The Mandalorian, continue watching. Oh my God, Eric, there you go. Hey! What's up, dude? I'm so happy that you're here. Eric Irier, he is one of my moderators, and he says, yo, man, dude, I'm talking about Mandalorian, man. Please comment. Go nuts. I know you've seen it, so which took a while. I know you took a while to see it, but if you haven't seen the rest, I'm assuming you have, because I think you made a comment on Facebook, and I made a reply to that. But, dude, I was talking about the big scene. The big scene. Fucking, he comes in, and fucking Rogue One, the only good thing about Rogue One, going back to what I was saying, was the Darth Vader scene. The rest of the movie is just complete trash. Complete trash. Now that you've tuned in, dude, I might as well just tell you real quick. I've been bitching about all the Star Wars, everything, except for the original trilogy. I'm a fan of, you know that. I'm a fan of the original series. And then, you know, when I saw The Mandalorian, I love the fact that it was a slow burn. So I'm just catching you up, bro, because you just tuned in. Thank you, sir, for watching. I don't know how you found out. I didn't tell anybody about this surprise. So, anyways, so, you know, the only good thing about Rogue One was that big fucking moment where Darth Vader just rips the shit out of everybody. But then you see this one, okay? Mandalorian made Rogue One look like a fucking cartoon. Because Luke fucked up those fucking droids, and we still didn't know it was him. We still didn't fucking know it was Luke Skywalker. And then fucking, I'm telling you, man, I literally, like, I came in my pants. I came in my pants. I literally blew my fucking load when he, the big reveal, when the doors open, and the lightsaber. The sound alone. I mean, the scene where the saber, when I was showing, like, when it did this shit, right, when it kind of came into screen, like right there, I was already losing my mind. But when he came through the clouds and the dust and the smoke, and you see the saber and you hear that motherfucker, buddy, I was losing. I literally screamed. I'm like, yes! And then takes off the hood. It's fucking Luke. I thought it was gonna be Sebastian. It was fucking Luke. I don't give a fuck if it was deep faked or if it was not deep faked or if the CGI wasn't to par. I don't care. I was just happy to see Mark Hamill. Okay? They finally did him justice. Finally. After 30 fucking years, they did him justice. Oh, Eric says, I know, Disney is not in a good place right now. Well, they're in a lot better standings now, sir, ever since The Mandalorian. If anything, I don't know if you've seen, but Kathleen Kennedy basically is getting fucked. Meaning that it's like, after all these years, she finally realizes, oh shit, maybe we should have gone in that direction instead of making, Mark Hamill drink fucking cow milk or whatever, alien milk. Maybe we should have made him look good. The best part, I'm not even going to talk about the rest. Like, well, I could. I can talk about that later. The whole Grogu scene afterwards. But what I'm going to mention now is just the fact about Mark Hamill. His big return. I got to mention this because Mark Hamill is known for one of the biggest reveals in movie history. And I'm talking, of course, about Empire Strikes Back, when Darth Vader makes the big reveal, Luke, I am your father. I don't give a fuck what it is now. That's how I remember it. Fuck the Mandela effect. It's Luke, I am your father. Not, no, I am your father. Fuck off. It's Luke, I am your father. The only people that knew about that were George Lucas, Irvin Kershner, and James Earl Jones. Those were the only people, and Mark Hamill. He kept that secret for so long. I'm sure it was killing him inside, because he knew. He fucking knew. He did it again. He did it again. He knew about this shit a year ago and didn't say shit until the Friday of the Mandalorian release. And what does that motherfucker say? He says, hold on. I actually have the frame. I actually took a frame of it. I don't think I saved it, but I took a frame of it, but I can read what he said. And I was dying. I'm like, you motherfucker. Hold on, where is it? I know I got it in here. Because I took a screenshot of the motherfucker. Because I made a comment. I don't really comment on Twitter. But when I saw what the bastard said, I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. Hold on, it's going to get weird. Okay, he said, and I quote, "Seen anything good on TV lately?" You motherfucker. It's like he knew what we saw. And dude, I made a comment with a picture of like a meme that I made. I could probably show you that one. Where is it? I know I got that one in here somewhere. But I can show you that one real quick, because I kept posting that everywhere. Like every single comment I made was pretty much that comment. So where is it? I just got to show you guys this one real quick. Watch this. It's gonna boom. There you go. Yeah, let me shrink this down because this looks absurd. Okay, here we go. That's the one I'm talking about. I kept posting this everywhere. Every single comment I made was this, like mind blown. So I wrote this, and I also wrote, redeemed. Finally redeemed. After all these fucking years, we waited, ladies and gentlemen, 32 goddamn years to see this. Alright, we have been waiting forever. Any true Star Wars fan, anybody who grew up in the time frame that I did, because I was born in 74, I'm now 46 years old, we have been waiting for this fucking exact moment to see Luke Skywalker kick ass. We don't give a fuck about Han Solo. We didn't want to fucking see a Han Solo movie. We didn't want to see a Rogue One movie. We didn't want to see anything else. We wanted to see Luke Skywalker kicking ass. He's supposed to be like the most powerful fucking Jedi, and we never fucking saw it until that. Right there. Fucking Mandalorian. Eric, you still with me, dude? I hope I didn't spoil anything for you, man. Yeah, spoiler alert's like a motherfucker. Okay, so again, I was just so happy. I was so happy to finally see Luke Skywalker given the justice that he deserves. So let's continue on with the ending of the show, because that is where I was like, a lot of people like were tearing up like crazy. I didn't really tear up, but I was just so excited. I was so happy. I got sad, but I didn't like I kind of welled up a little bit, but like an official tear never really trickled down. I was like all welled up and shit, and I was just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like that. But I didn't react until I started watching reaction videos. So I went and I started watching reaction videos to Mandalorian, and seeing the people crying, that made me fucking cry. Anyways. Oh, here we go. Eric says, yeah, preach, bro. Still here. You know what? You should, hold on. We gotta get you in, man. Call me, man. Call me. You got my number? You still have my number. If you have my number, call me. So I can have somebody else to talk about with this fucking thing. Because I want to get your reaction to Mandalorian. So please, dude, if you get this message, by all means, call me. Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm just telling my lady I'm doing a live show. I didn't tell anybody. This was spur of the moment, by the way. There's no guarantee I'm going to start doing shows again. But I had to talk about Mandalorian. Come on, man. This shit's insane. So, Eric, if you got any energy, please call me, dude, because I will put you on the air. I'll put you on the show, whatever. I know I don't do that Zoom thing or whatever that is. You know, my technology is not that great. Well, my computer, I've tried it before, and it just never worked out. So, please, dude, call me. Fuck. Oh, here we go. All right, we got him. All right. Hold on. You there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah! What's going on, buddy?
Not much.
Fucking Mandalorian!
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm actually surprised that they went in the direction that they did.
Right. Okay, so dude, I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to let you talk. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eric Irier, our 5-star supporter. I'm sure you've seen his name pop up a bunch of times. Please, dude, go. What did you think?
Oh, jeez. I am, like I said, I'm shocked. I was really expecting... I don't know how am I going to put this without...
Let it out, bro.
But you know what I mean.
Yes.
This is what I was expecting, something, like the sappy, that the agenda-driven stuff. Anyway,
right.
But they actually did it right.
Yes! Thank you. There you go.
Yeah. Sorry, I got it. Yeah, I don't know how to put this, but I do have another an appointment to go to, so unfortunately I can't stay too long.
Oh, fuck, man. Dude. I wish you could stay longer because I definitely want to get, like, everything from you. Like, I obviously when we get together, we got to talk about this for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But so what, you going to take off?
Well, it's just that I promised my sister that I'd go shopping with her today.
Oh, okay. So what time you got to get out of here?
In about 20 minutes or so.
Okay, well, can you stay on for a little longer? Is that cool?
Sure, we can do that.
Ah, you're the best, buddy. You're the best. Okay, so, I mean, dude, like, when you saw Luke... Hold on, I don't even know if I'm in the fucking frame here. Hold on. Okay, alright, I'm good. So, when you saw Luke, tell me what happened. Like...
Well, I cried like a little girl.
You did? Dude, I didn't until I saw like fan reactions. Like I was losing my mind. I don't know if you tuned in for that, but I was literally screaming. This is at 4:30 in the morning, dude. I was screaming. Like it like this shit took me back to a child. Like I felt like a kid again. You know, like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that they finally did him justice, bro. You know?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure. Did they actually get Sebastian Stan to do the role, and they just kind of like?
Not for this one. No, not for this one. No. It was I saw it on. I went to go check IMDb. It was another actor completely. It looks a little bit like Mark Hamill, but
okay.
Yeah, no. I think they're saving Sebastian for a series or a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I seriously think they're going to be using him for that, which he would be perfect. I think he'd be fantastic. You know, as opposed to Solo. That fucking guy was a joke. Well,
have you ever heard of, what's his name? I think it's Aaron No, not Aaron. Anthony Imgruber.
No.
Okay, look up one of his videos where he does the Han Solo impression. My God, that is the guy that they should have hired.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's identical, dude. Like, yeah, I think I know exactly who you're fucking talking. He's like a comedy or a comedian guy, right?
I think so. But like I said, he actually did a movie where he was playing a younger version of Harrison Ford in this kind of like artsy movie. But, I mean, my God, if you see that clip, it's just like...
Dude, send it to me. I want to check this out. Like,
okay,
yeah. Shoot me an email or a messenger or whatever.
As soon as I find it.
Okay. Because that would be great. I would love to check that shit out, man. Fuck. Okay. Dude, I'm telling you, like, I mean, that's why I wanted to get your reaction. I mean, I've been talking the whole fucking time. But, like, seriously, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, I got so many chills. Dude, the music. The fucking music. When they fucking played the music, I lost my shit. Dude, I'm screaming. Screaming in my apartment. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know how you reacted, but please tell me.
Well, like I said, the thing was, I was like, no, they couldn't be.
Right.
And then it's just like, wait, what?
Yeah, they're doing it.
No, it's probably a fake out. And then it's like, oh!
That's what I thought too. I thought they were going to drag the fuck out of it like they did the whole series. And I'm like, okay, they're going to save this for season 3. We're going to get some other random Jedi. But dude, when I saw the saber, the glove, and then, oh my fuck. I'm like, dude, that's fucking Luke, man.
Yep.
You know, and then when they took off the hood, I didn't give a fuck about the CGI.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Didn't give a fuck. I was so happy that I was like, fuck the goddamn CGI. It's fucking Hamill. He did the voice, though. He did the fucking voice, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, so can you believe he kept that fucking secret for a year, bro?
Actually, I can.
I can, too. I can, too, yeah.
Because, I mean, this is the thing that people have been waiting for.
Yes.
And, you know, it's like, this is the perfect time to unleash it.
Oh, my God, Shannon. She says, hey, boys, I just noticed the comment. Hi, baby.
Tell Shannon I say hi.
Well, you just did. Like, you said. But, brother, I fucking loved, I'm telling you, I loved it. Every second. Like, I'm talking the series. The series was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, and I said at the beginning of the show when I started, I said it was a nice slow burn. The story was well told.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, there were a couple of episodes they could have scrapped. Like that prison episode was a total waste.
Well, it kind of set up the Mayfield character, though, so I can forgive it.
Yeah, it could be, but I mean, it was sort of unnecessary. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like...
Yeah, but still, it was fun.
It was. I mean, even that last one when, what's his name, the comedian? I forget his name right now.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, thank you. When he was like, when they were doing that whole thing with this, when didn't Jarin put on the Stormtrooper helmet?
Yeah.
That was so unnecessary. I'm like, dude, we could have gone without this, you know?
Okay.
You know, mind you,
but
again, it was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. Mind you, the previous episode with the land speeders, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my fuck! Dude, I lost my shit. I'm like, this is fucking great. Like,
I was actually happy that they actually made Scout Troopers relevant again.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially because you're one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the ad's been popping up. I hope I'm pointing in the right direction. But yeah, the ad's been popping up right there. So. Eric, man, we gotta get together with a bunch of people and just talk Mandalorian, man.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah, bro. Because that was like, I haven't seen anything like that since Jedi. I swear to God. You know. Return of the Jedi, by the way, not...
Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut this short.
It's okay, dude. It's okay, man. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the call.
No problem.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro. Merry Christmas, man.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for fucking watching. I appreciate it. I was alone here for a while, but I don't care. I was just talking, man.
Well, thanks for having me on the show.
Yes, sir. Of course. Anytime, man. Have a good one, bro.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Take care, man.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Eric Irier, ladies and gentlemen. Shannon, if you're there, feel free to call. Because I definitely want to hear other people's opinions. And I know Shannon has seen it. My lady has seen it. I was the one who actually sent it to her. So feel free to call, darling. I know this is spur of the moment. I wanted to talk. I've been dying to talk about this shit forever. So I figured, you know what? I might as well do it now because I was bored. I was kind of like, I don't know, whatever. Lately, I was mentioning this at the beginning of the show. I have been focusing a lot on TikTok, and I've been trying to get the numbers up on TikTok. But at this point, whatever. It's like I've tried so hard and didn't get very far. But in the end, it doesn't fucking matter. So Shannon, I hope you're watching. If you are, please call in. That would be fucking awesome. Again, I'm just like, I'm completely blown away. Anyway, so I was gonna mention, again, spoilers for those of you who haven't noticed already. I wanted to talk about the ending because the ending was very, very epic. The way that they set it up was basically Grogu was looking for a Jedi, or they were trying to find him a Jedi, and then when he finally leaves, it was heartbreaking, man. It really was. It was tough to watch. I mean, again, I had no tears actually physically came down until I watched reaction videos, but I was welling up. So there was a lot of water here, okay? It just wasn't trickling down. But yeah, it was fucking tough, man, cuz obviously, and that was the beauty part about the series, cuz they built up that relationship and it made it that much more difficult to realize that when he left, you're sitting there heartbroken because you fall in love with Grogu. You fall in love with the character. And I've seen this in a bunch of places. People have called Grogu like one of the most popular Star Wars characters in history, next to, of course, Luke Skywalker. Now, here's the thing, and I was mentioning Cobra Kai, and I'm going to jump back to Cobra Kai. They kept saying with the Star Wars franchise, especially that bitch Kathleen Kennedy, she kept saying, we want to go in a different direction, we want to start in a fresh direction because of the fact that we want to bury the past. In other words, we don't want to focus on that because nobody wants to see that. Meanwhile, the fucking Mandalorian comes out. I know Jon Favreau. I saw him in an interview the other day. Literally, ear to ear. Big ass smile. fucking fantastic. I am loving it. And I love Jon Favreau, even as an actor. I love the movie Chef. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Chef, but incredible fucking movie. And he stars in that movie. He also directed the movie too. But I'm telling you, man, like Mandalorian, again, it dragged, as I was discussing earlier, but it actually helped the story push along. There were people that were bitching about that, actually. There were a lot of people that were bitching about that. Because they're like, oh, what the fuck? Mando shows up on a planet, and then he's got an adventure, and then, okay, we get back to the story. That's his life. That's his lifestyle. That's what you have to sort of accept. But like Eric and I were saying earlier, I seriously thought they were going to drag this motherfucker out. I thought they were going to go to season 3 and like just keep dragging the and then I would have gotten tired of it. But honestly, once I saw the way they ended it, now I'm sort of like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like they get rid of like right now, Grogu's gone. So I was like, I don't care less. And then they had like an end credit sequence. For those of you who have seen it again, spoiler alert. They had a big spoiler at the end where Boba Fett. They're now going to do a spin-off on Boba Fett. That's all I'm going to say about that one. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. I really don't. I don't. I mean, I know they're going to milk the shit out of it. And then, once they realized Mandalorian was successful, I don't know if y'all noticed this shit, but that's when they made the fucking big announcement of all the shit that's coming out. Okay? I also heard, there's a lot of shit I've been reading up lately, which is really killing me. Apparently, there was this is in regards to 789. When J.J. Abrams first took over the project on episode 7, he actually had a full story involved. Okay? This was heartbreaking to me to read the notes, if you will, of what direction they were actually going to go in for number 8. And then when Rian Johnson stepped into the picture, he said, nope, fuck that. And I'm sure Kathleen Kennedy had everything to do with that as well. Also, I heard about episode 9. Again, spoilers like motherfucker here. I'm not one to spoil, but I have to mention this because episode 9 was not supposed to be that ending. Okay? I know a lot of people don't know this, but I might as well say it now because obviously I've spoiled Mandalorian. I'm going to spoil episode 9 as well. That ending is not the ending we were supposed to get. We were supposed to get a Kylo Ren, Ben Solo transition. We did get it, but it wasn't going to be Rey who survived. It was going to be like Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi when he sort of converted and killed the Emperor. We were going to get the same thing with Ben Solo. Right? Right. Yeah. You know how pissed off I was when I heard about that shit? And then when I saw this shit for the J.J. Abrams version, what the fuck? I was so pissed off. I'm still pissed. Especially now hearing all this crap. So what they're going to do, I don't know if you guys know this, they're apparently going to get rid of 789. That will no longer be considered canon for Star Wars. How the fuck are you going to do that? Like, how the fuck are they going to do that? There's no way they could pull that off. And if they do, it's almost like, dude, that's like a big slap in the face to all the people that you all hired for fucking 789. Like, what's up? Anyways. I don't know if Shannon, you still there? Feel free to call. You know the number. Again, I would love to get somebody else's opinion, just so that, you know. Anyways, so my whole thing is we will never get the 789 that we wanted. They had a lot of stories. A lot of stories for 7, 8, and 9. There were a lot of really, really good ones, and of course there were some bad ones. When they did 7, 8, 9, they didn't go to any of that source material. They didn't touch any of it. This is something I saw recently. Apparently they didn't want to touch any of that stuff because it had already been done. But that stuff was successful. Why would you not do that? You know what I'm saying? It's successful. It works. Why not go in that direction? Nope. We're not going in that fucking direction. Nope. We want to make it. We want to make our own stories. Fuck what they have. So they did a 7. Everything, it was all right. 7 was okay. And then number 8 was gonna be a big one. So, but I don't know. Like the thing that bothers me is the fact that we will never get the 7, 8, 9 that we could have gotten, and that was, of course, the reunion of the main characters. Of course, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Han Solo. Obviously, Carrie Fisher passed away, so obviously we'll never get that. Oh yes, I was mentioning Cobra Kai. Let me get back to that real quick. I'll get back to the other one there. They said, Kathleen Kennedy kept saying, oh, you can't put nostalgia in here. You can't. You got to move on. It's new stories. That's when fucking number 8 came out. But then Cobra Kai came out. And the reason I keep bringing up Cobra Kai is because they did it perfectly. They brought new characters. They brought old characters. Put them all together. And now they've got an incredible series that I can't wait for part 3. Or season 3. Again, it feels like a fucking movie. That's why I call it part 3. But they did such a fantastic job with Cobra Kai that it's ridiculous for them to say that it doesn't fucking work. But her eyes are now open after this shit. Alright? And that's why they made the announcement shortly after the success of Mandalorian, number 2, they fucking made their little announcement. They hadn't said shit up until that point because they didn't know how people were going to react to Mandalorian. And I saw this meme, which was fantastic. It was a little tugboat, okay, and a ship behind it, like almost like the size of like the Titanic. A little tugboat pulling this motherfucker. And the caption was, I swear, if I could find it, I'd post it. It said, Mandalorian, Lucasfilm. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's so fucking disappointing, man. It's so disappointing. But now, because of this success, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, alright. Now we're going to bring a shitload of stories. Okay, because you guys are now hooked in like fish. Bullshit. We're hooked because Mandalorian was done right. Okay? I don't think they're going to be able to pull off something just as good as this. I honestly don't think so. And, I mean, hearing with Sebastian Stan, I think that's his last name. Sure. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that. But obviously it's not Mark Hamill. So because it's not Mark Hamill, it's like, oh, well, obviously you had to get someone else to substitute for the man. In my personal opinion, I don't, like, obviously we haven't seen Sebastian do his thing yet. But obviously nobody can replace Mark Hamill. It's like, apparently they're going to release a new Indiana Jones. Is that going to be Harrison Ford? Or are they going to do the same shit they did with the last one with Shia LaBeouf was going to fucking be the new Indiana? Fuck that. There's only one Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are they going to do? You know? And then they've got other stories. Apparently they're doing a full story with a Ashoka or Ahsoka. I keep forgetting her fucking name. Oh, I think Shannon left. Oh. I was hoping you'd continue watching. But, I mean, they got so many things right now going on, obviously because of Mandalorian. It's a little silly if you think about it, because, like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't they do this before? I mean, this is, like, literally one of the biggest franchises ever. And how did they fuck it up? You know? I could talk about, like, seriously, I could talk about fucking Star Wars forever. I can. Shannon, she knows. You know, and I'm telling you, it's just one of those things. It's like, guys, you've got the material. You can do it, but they chose not to go for the fans. The fans are the ones that made the goddamn series. We're the ones that made it successful. And they decided, fuck them. The fans are nothing. Oh, but you motherfuckers are relying on them now, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. That's why I wanted to come here, bro. You know? Like Eric said, preach. That's why I'm here. Because it's like, you guys finally released something after 30 fucking years we waited. And I think that's why a lot of grown men were in tears. I actually saw a bunch of videos where they actually said that. A lot of grown men were in tears because we have been waiting so long to see that moment where Luke Skywalker just doing his thing, Like being the Jedi, the master Jedi that we've all come to know and love. Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, literally made this fucking franchise, in my personal opinion. So to remove Luke Skywalker and turn him into a bitch on a fucking mountainside, or a mountain, or an island, I got it, I'm gonna mention this. This was in another video. I cannot remember for the life of me who created this, but I gotta talk about this right now, especially because I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna give you some of the notes as to exactly what direction. This was J.J. Abrams before episode 8. This is just an idea of where they were going with this shit. Just bear with me. I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Act 1. This is the beginning. Instead of Luke Skywalker doing this shit, alright? Episode fucking 8. This is what initially they were going to do. Check this out. Act 1. Rey walks up the Jedi steps, seeing Luke standing at the cliff. She approaches him. Hovering boulders gently descend to the ground as she hands him his father's lightsaber. Luke takes it and eyes it longingly. That's not what we got. Like seeing a dead relative again. They regard each other. Luke, thank you, Rey. Well, you're finally here, where you belong. Rey sputters. You're Luke? Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master? Luke quips, I used to be. Rey is taken aback. That's the same thing Han said when I met him. Alright? So she starts to tear up, because obviously she starts thinking about Han Solo. Luke, Han, I know. He moves closer to her, his eyes begin to well up. There's nothing I could have done from this island. I could only influence so much. Han was beyond my reach. Rey looks up at him, curious. Oh, I took more photos. Hold on, let me see where I left off. Curious. There we go. Okay, Rey's eyes ask 1,000 questions. Influence? Luke smiles. Why do you think I came to the island? Rey's eyes widen, inquisitive. Just then a woman's voice is heard calling far off in the distance. Luke? Luke? Luke gives Rey a wink. A beautiful middle-aged woman walks towards them. 2 children trail behind her. A 7-year-old girl and an 8-year-old boy. Rey turns around, awestruck. She quickly swivels back towards Luke. Luke smiles. Now you know why I stayed here. I've been a little busy. Okay, let's continue on real quick. I have to read this shit, because I saw this and I was so blown away by this. This is what J.J. Abrams had in mind, okay? Rey turns around, awestruck. She quickly swivels back towards Luke. Luke smiles. Now you know why I stayed here. Oh, I already read that. Fuck, sorry. Rey smiles. Luke hands the lightsaber back to her and says, here you go. I made a new one a long time ago. You're probably gonna need it. Yeah. That's what I said. I read this whole fucking thing. And this was just from a video, so I took like screenshots from this fucking video. So here, let me see. Okay, Luke's wife approaches. She gives Rey a smile. Rey is speechless. Audra and Rey regard each other. Audra, this is the girl I was telling you about, the one I brought the planet. Her name is Rey. Audra replies, hello, Rey. So nice to meet you. And then blah, blah, blah. But hold on. It gets interesting. That's why I want to sort of scan through this. Luke, your sister General Leia sent me here. Okay. He cuts her off. Luke, Millennium Falcon. Okay, yes, I saw. Yes, we actually do. We have 90 sunsets. Oh, here we go. We have 90 sunsets. Here to prepare for the imminent attack. So they were going to go in some serious shit here. I communed with Leia. She knows the resistance is safe. For now. She looks at him, unsure. He ignites the lightsaber and slowly slinks towards her. Rey, on Jakku, your escape. Did you ever ask yourself how an untrained pilot like you could suddenly fly the Falcon and outmaneuver those TIE fighters, then somehow rendezvous with Han and Chewie shortly after? Rey looks at him, puzzled. She ignites her saber. He charges her. They joust as they talk. Dude! This This would have been crazy. And it continues. I'm not going to continue on. You can actually look up the video. Oh, actually, I'll tell you where the video came. I actually took a screenshot because I want to see this thing again. I'll tell you the name of it if you ever do want to see it on YouTube. It was created by Midnight's Edge. And this is where they talked about it. So if you haven't seen the channel, go check out Midnight's Edge because they got tons of Star Wars content. The actual episode they mentioned this is the Star Wars Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy blocked us from getting. So that right there is what was originally planned with J.J. Abrams. When he came back, he had no choice but to fix the crap that they brutally destroyed. So it's almost like, oh, shit. This is what you fucking give me? I left you notes. I left you sheets. What the fuck? I don't want to get emotional. Obviously, I've gotten a little bit more emotional. Jeez, how long have I been doing this? Fuck. See what I mean? I could talk Star Wars forever. Oh my god, I've done like a full hour. Fucking right. I knew I had it in me. I didn't expect to go a full hour. I guess because Eric called. But Mandalorian, fucking incredible. Again, whoever's watching, I hope to God you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. My shows are not one. I don't spoil shit. I don't like spoiling nothing. I've reviewed so many movies in the past, and I have managed to never spoil anything. That's why I had to throw out spoiler alerts. That's why the Mandalorian photo has been sitting there the entire show. I'm gonna mention real quick. I'm no longer monetized here due to some weird shit going on with I forget the name of the thing. I'll pull that up real quick. But I'm having some issues with them. They're supposed to send me some kind of verification pin in order to get AdSense. There you go, AdSense. They're supposed to send me some kind of verification pin. They said they were going to send me this literally months ago before the pandemic started, and I still haven't fucking received the damn thing. So, I can't accept any sort of money here on YouTube anymore. But I can't accept PayPal. That's been popping up in the banner ads here. I'm sure you've seen the banner ads throughout the entire show. These are my sponsors, which I've obviously neglected for the past few months. I think since August, I haven't really done a show per se. But, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, the only reason I came back was because I was dying to talk about Mandalorian. I really, really wanted to talk about it. And I felt like sort of an obligation, especially as a Star Wars fan, to definitely talk about this. Mind you, it has been a week since, so hopefully a lot of people have seen it. I was hoping to get more reactions. I was hoping that Shannon would be willing to call in and, share what she felt. And I'm telling you, man, it's just incredible what they've done. And I thank Dave Filoni. I think that's his name. I know I said it wrong at the beginning, but I think that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. If anything, they had another meme where they had two little kids playing with Star Wars action figures, and they said, in the header, it said Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau writing the script for Mandalorian. Which I agree with 100%, because those guys have done Star Wars justice. They finally redeemed Luke Skywalker. But here's the fucked up thing, because, at the end of Mandalorian, they take the two biggest characters, again, in Star Wars history. Luke Skywalker, I mean, Jesus, look at all the reaction videos. He's the most popular motherfucker in the series. They take him and Grogu, and they go away. The two most popular characters. I'm hoping. I mean, I'm going to check out Season 3 of Mandalorian. I'm a little skeptical to see where they're going to go, especially considering that obviously Grogu's out of the picture. I swear, Grogu is what made the series to me. Every time he was, making little noises, and I love the noises, and all those little noises. I'm telling you, it was the character that I fell in love with. I fell in love with it. And to see him go, it was sad, man. It was. But, again, going back to what I was saying about a grown man crying, it's because of the fact that we haven't seen what we wanted to see since Return of the Jedi. You know, and because we finally got to see it, a lot of people got emotional about it because of the fact that it was something that we've been dying to see forever. 32 years to see this. And to finally get the payback. Not only did we wait 32 years, but we waited through 2 seasons of dragged out shows in order to get to this moment. So you can just imagine. But they built it up so beautifully, and I'm telling you, I have not seen a series like this, or anything like this, since Return of the Jedi when it comes to Star Wars, of course. When it comes to Cobra Kai, again, going back to that, they did it. They did it justice. Like, I'm losing my mind, because I'm dying to see where they're going to go with Season 3, or Part 3, as I like to say. So I'm curious to see where they're going to go with The Mandalorian. I've heard rumors. I've read rumors, not really heard. Actually, I heard because a lot of YouTube videos where they're saying they're going to continue on with the story of Mandalore. In other words, they're gonna have Din Djarin now because he's got the dark saber, and they're going to continue on with that. Like I said earlier, don't really give a shit, but I might check it out with hopes that, you know, Grogu shows up again. You know, because that to me would be incredible. Like, if they manage to somehow bring him back. And everybody's all nervous because they're all saying, oh, well, you know, fucking Grogu gets killed, you know, in episode 8 or 7 or whatever in between. You know, and we're all sad because, what's his name? Kylo Ren kills him. It's like, what the fuck? Especially now that they're talking about the fact that they might actually take that out of existence. It's like, don't worry, I'm pretty sure Grogu's fine. Actually, I saw an image that blew me away. And I gotta, if I can find this real quick, I'm gonna pop this on because it was actually really, really, really cool. Let's see if I can find this thing. Hold on. Just bear with me for a sec. Nope, it's not there. You know, sometimes you try to find shit and you just can't find it. I got it. There's a lot of stuff. Oh my God, there's so much stuff. Like, I've just been like, so happy and so relieved, and I was having a rough week to boot, so to have good things like this happen, it was definitely needed. But yeah, let's bear with me here. I'm trying to find this thing to see if it's got to be in here somewhere. Yeah, for those who have never seen my show before, this is a pretty good indicator of what my show is like. I mean, I can talk about whatever, obviously. You know, Star Wars related stuff, yeah, man. Like, my very first episode of the Del Morgado Show Unleashed, I went off on Star Wars and just ripped it apart. I actually did a full show called Star Wars Rest in Peace, because that was where I stood. I never expected Mandalorian to pop up. I can't seem to find it. I'm looking for this photo, and I'm just not finding it here. I saved it. I know I put it somewhere, but it's not there. Oh! I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is kind of cool. I'm going to pop this on the screen real quick. I do, every single year, I do like a little Christmas photo. And I've been posting this for God knows how many years. Here we go. Boom. All right. Let me see if I can actually fill this to the screen. All right, there we go. So there, oh, shit. I popped up the wrong one, of course. Yeah, that's the new one. That was not the one I was supposed to pop up. Don't. All right. Well, I obviously fucked that one up. All right. Let me. Oh. All right. There we go. Let me get rid of that right now. Not the one I was planning to post. Oh, okay. There's. Okay. Nobody's really watching. Okay. Good. All right. Here. Let me do that again, and let me do this properly. Oh, somebody is watching. Oh, fuck. All right. Sorry. Again, whoever's watching, feel free to make comments. But this is the one that I meant to pop up in the first time. So let me just fix this again. There we go. Fit the screen. All right. Well, let me try that again. So this is the old copy, and I updated it just a few days ago with the new copy where I added Grogu in there. You know, it looks cute, man. I love it. I think it's hilarious. So I can't wait to post this one tomorrow. I mean, obviously I'm waiting for Christmas to post that. But there you go. So, yeah, I fucked up. It's okay. It's live. See, that's the beauties of live. Because obviously, you know, you do a live show, you're going to fuck up. But anyways, I can't believe I've actually talked this much. All good things must come to an end. I don't know when I'll be back. I don't know when I'm going to start, or if I'm going to start doing shows again. So, I'm going to pop all this information up. Is this still accurate? Facebook, yes. Twitter, yes. Instagram, okay. Yeah, everything's good there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, everything's good. So, yeah, that information still rocks. So, right there. Oh, right there. If you want to get in touch with me in any way, shape, or form, that's the one that you want to go to. And, of course, it's been popping up throughout the entire video. But I'm going to show it up right now. Just to for impact, if you will. But if you'd like to donate, obviously I'm having a few issues right now with AdSense, which is what basically pays YouTube creators, because I'm still waiting for the damn pin. They were supposed to mail that to me months ago, which I said earlier, but obviously they haven't gotten around to it. Lazy bastards. But I'm going to show you guys, girls, whoever's watching, I'm going to show you that. So if you'd like to donate, I'm sure you've seen that a bunch of times during this show. You can donate to dfhstudios@hotmail.com, and through PayPal is the best way to go. I'm actually working on doing something with e-transfer. I'm seeing if I can get that back up and rolling again. But if you like what you saw in this particular show, please feel free to donate. That would be highly, highly appreciated. And, of course, if you'd like to get in touch with me, there's the email address. Again, dfhstudios@hotmail.com. Now that I've spoken about The Mandalorian, which was my goal, I can actually get rid of that. Obviously, I do appreciate Eric calling in. Thank you, Eric, for calling in. Also, thank you, Eric, for being our 5-star supporter. Again, whoever's tuning in, you probably don't know. He is definitely our biggest supporter here at the Del Morgado Show, and also DrinkinNYakkin, or, well, DFH Studios, and that's why the photo here has all three right there. So, I don't know when and if I'm coming back. I don't know when that will be. Oh, here, let me get rid of that. We don't need that anymore, and we probably don't need that anymore. So we'll see what happens. 2020's been sort of a fucking kick in the teeth. I'm glad that it's almost over. 2020's been a fucking nightmare. So let's see what happens. Let's hope that this stupid pandemic goes away. That's sort of my mentality right about now. I'm done. I've been done since fucking March, when it all started. So, I mean, right now they're talking about like a whole Ontario lockdown. So they're going to shut down all of Ontario now. Yeah. Like all the other lockdowns made a fucking difference. Obviously it didn't. You know, it's the dumbasses that go out there and fucking not wear their masks and fucking, you know, they fuck around. You know, it's like, buddy, if you're on lockdown, stay the fuck home. I know there's essential workers out there, which is unfair to them, but you can't shut certain things down. You can't. You know, but there are a lot of places that were considered to be essential, and they're not. You're like, what the fuck is that open for? Anywho, it is what it is. I just hope that all this stuff gets cleared up. I hope that everybody who watched the show is doing all right. I hope you're all staying safe. I hope you're all wearing your masks. I mean, I can say this a million times. I really don't want to get into it, but I just hope people are staying safe out there. I would love to get together with people after this. As I said, I want to get together with Eric and just talk Mandalorian. Actually, I would love to get a bunch of people together, do a show, and we all talk about that, because that was just amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. And, I mean, oh, geez, I didn't even mention fucking R2-D2 showing up. Jesus. Yeah, when R2 showed up, I lost my shit as well. And the connection between the two brought me back, of course, to Empire Strikes Back. There's a lot of amazing things about Mandalorian. So if you've seen Mandalorian already, you already know what I'm talking about. You already seen it. You already get it. You know what I'm referring to. I hope that whoever sees this, because obviously there's playback, I hope that you've all seen Mandalorian. And if you guys agree with me, feel free to leave comments at the bottom and let me know what you think about the series. I know me personally, unfucking believable. And I'm hoping that, we get some good content coming Star Wars related in the future. Obviously, it won't be with Mark Hamill, which is very unfortunate. But if they do decide to do other content and Sebastian takes over the reins, well, I hope they do him justice. So, of course, Luke Skywalker I'm talking about. So, anyway, I think I've talked enough. I've definitely talked enough. I didn't think I was going to go this long, but I'm glad that I did this show. Again, I wanted to get all this off my back. Hey, in all honesty, when it comes to viewers, I've performed to 0 viewers for years, so viewership doesn't matter. I know people will probably see this on the repeat. I know I'm going to post this on Facebook and whatnot, so hopefully people do see this. But, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank Eric and Shannon for watching, and whoever that person is that's watching right now, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you enjoyed the show. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing shows, but I would hope that one day if I do come back that people will come back and start watching again. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching again. I really appreciate. And the small amount of folks that did watch, hey, to me, it felt like 1 million people watched as far as I'm concerned. So thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. One more time, I'm going to pop this little image up because I think this sort of fits. But Merry Christmas from DFH Studios. And, yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm going to leave it on this screenshot. No, I'm not going to do that. But, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again soon. Until then, my name is Del Morgado, and you've been watching the Del Morgado Show Unleashed right here on youtube.com/DFH Studios. Cheers, ya bastards.